show them credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite at? What community feel they don't want to...
It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston. Room here to run, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Running the jet sweep, Landry, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. it, then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. First down, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. From the 29, Winston on the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Finding room at midfield. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there. Kamara is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this way past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A torn ACL ended what was supposed to be K.J. Hamler's breakout year after just 3 games. Denver will bring him along slowly, but this is the year they fully expect him to develop into the speedy starter they wanted with their second-round pick in 2020. Picks up a first down for the Broncos right there.
He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
The Denver Broncos were happy to sign Randy Gregory to a 5-year deal this offseason. And they're certainly hoping that over the course of 17 games, they can get double-digit sacks out of this young man.
Winston. Nope. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Uses the stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks have told us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston now. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
14.
Now Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that
one. On 1st down, Wilson.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Gordon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Winston's looking for Olave, and he's got him.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down.
The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Quick slant to Hamler.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Play fake. Winston. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 33 yards that time. Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Throwing again on second down. Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the red zone now, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the 8. From the gun, Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They're going right back to Hamler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 7. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 11. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And able to find a little space, he gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 16-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Following the interception, Winston finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Winston. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and long for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. On 2nd down, Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver's offense ready to go again. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it. But the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Kamara gets around him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Kamara up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Throwing, Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's caught at the 1. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion. And they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 166 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 2nd and inches, Winston. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The Saints on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jameis again. The pass caught by Olave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara, and the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Washington now brings this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now we give up the middle to Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Pushes past him, and he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought at the 4. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown. And Gordon will work his way in for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. Makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Winston readies the offense. Down by 9. A minute 53 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Winston to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Winston's looking for Olave, and he's got him. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Wilson to throw. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.